smell that? It smells like love. Love is in the air. In the pixel air, that is. Whether it's written in the story or your choice. Many video games feature romances between characters. Some are sweet while some are unlikely, but all feel joy in my fangirl heart. Here are my 7 favorite video game couples. Number 7. Sly Cooper and Carmelita, Sly Cooper series. Sly Cooper, that raccoon thief, literally. His family is known for being the master of thieves. Of course he's bound to attract some attention, and by attention, I mean police attention. Cue Inspector Carmelita Fox.
You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes.
Badass with a shock pistol, who is out for Sly and his gang. As much as she wants to deny it, she eventually does fall for Sly Cooper, in this love-hate relationship between the two.
Not her!
No one hurt my criminal.
I played this game as a child, and even back then, I really wish that these two would freaking get on with it already, man. They're perfect for each other. I mean, look at them! Look at them! Sadly, as much as I want them to be together, it honestly won't happen. I mean, technically the series isn't even finished yet, but a cop and a thief? Someone will end up betraying someone. Number 6. Ellie and Riley, The Last of Us. The Last of Us holds a dear place in my heart as being one of my favorite video games. I'm not exactly sure of how many times I've cried because of it, but I know one of them involved these two. Best friends till the end, Ellie and Riley who grew up in this terrible world, who really had no one but each other. All they wanted was a little fun, to get away from the horrors of the real world. They discovered happiness with each other, but sadly it didn't end up that way.
Ellie. Ellie, your arm.
No. No.
These two are the epitome of young love in an apocalypse. As much of a rebel Ellie is, Riley matches her as well. These two were trouble, but it made their relationship that much more. Just really wish they had a happy ending.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. For every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up.
Number 5. MC and 7, Mystic Messenger. The canon root of Mystic Messenger, 7 the meme lord and you the player. Behind 7's troll persona lies a very sad man, who is very lonely and hurt. In turn, if you pick him, he becomes whole again, and gets to be who he truly is, not hide behind 707.
정말 솔직하게 표현해도 돼요? 내가 당신을 얼마나 사랑하게 되었는지 상상도 안 갈 거요. 정말 극단적인 예로 난 당신을 위해서라면 죽을 수도 있어요. 그런 각오로 여기에 있는 거예요. 그리고 죽어서도 내 마음만은 남아서 당신 곁에 있기를 바라고 있어요. 당신이 없었다면 희망을 가진 나도 없었을 테니까. 당신을 위해 죽는 건 두렵지 않아요. 오직 두려운 건 당신이 나를 잊는 거죠.
He's been watching you from the start, protecting you from the hacker, making sure you are happy, even if you don't pick him as a romance. Since I can't exactly spoil much of the story, I'll just say that 7 has a complicated past, and in turn you were able to give this man hope. With all his romance scenes, 7 was able to feel love and happiness, something he always gave but never received.
심장 멎을 뻔했어. 그 단어 머릿속에서 생각하고 있었는데 먼저 말했어요. 사랑해요. 오늘도 내일도 영원히 내가 당신을 밀어냈던 그 힘든 시간만큼 아니 그보다 훨씬 더 많이 내 사랑을 줄게요. 아껴주고 또 사랑할게요. 사랑해요. 이 말에 다 못 담을 만큼 큰 사랑이 당신을 향하고 있어요. 사랑해요. 당신을 영원히 사랑해요.
Number 4. The Iron Bull and Dorian, Dragon Age Inquisition. As you play the Inquisitor, you're able to choose either or as your romance, but if you don't, these two end up hooking up. I had no idea that these two would end up being together, but when it happened, I got really excited. A Kunari spy and a Tevinter mage. Can it be more ironic?
Dorian of House Parvis, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
These two hated each other.
I hope it doesn't bother you to travel alongside a Vint, Iron Bull.
That what you are? You people all kinda look the same to me.
I'm also a mage. Would you prefer me bound and leashed?
I'd buy you dinner first.
Hopefully before you sewed my mouth shut.
Depends how much you keep yapping.
Listening to them argue amongst themselves till one day one of them got drunk and Dorian forgets his silky underwear in Bull's room.
So, Dorian, about last night.
Discretion isn't your thing, is it?
3 times! Also, do you want those silky underthings back, or did you leave those like a token? Or, wait, did you forget them so you'd have an excuse to come back, you sly dog?
If you choose to leave your door unlocked like a savage, I may or may not come.
Speak for yourself.
Aside from that, they're actually really sweet together. Even with their differences, Bull and Dorian end up caring and loving one another fiercely, to the point where Dorian didn't even want to go back home because he didn't want to be apart from the Iron Bull.
So, Dorian.
Yep. Yes, we've been spending time together. Dorian's a sweet guy. He's gentle, and he cares under all that bluster. I'm hoping we're good for each other. Plus, I've never done it with a mage before. One time he got so excited he set the curtains on fire.
I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
Would that have anything to do with Iron Bull?
It might. You know how it is.
And in turn, the Bull calling him Kadan, a title the Kunari use for someone who they care for deeply. It can be a friend or a lover, but they don't use it lightly. And hey, if you put them together, they actually make one shirt. Number 3. TIOUS and YUNA, Final Fantasy X. A man sent to the future and becomes the next guardian of a summoner named YUNA. Tuna didn't happen overnight, but gradually. As TIOUS got to know YUNA, they fell for each other, but as soon as they did, that's when the trouble started. YUNA getting married, to Mr. Nips over here, TIOUS not being in the right timeline, and the fact that YUNA was destined to die when she defeated Sin. What makes this worse was when they actually overcame everything, but they couldn't be together. I'll never forget the way TIOUS said goodbye to YUNA.
I love you.
And the way that they couldn't even touch each other as he began to fade away. Kind of like a dream. Despite their cringe fest with the laughing,
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
TIOUS and YUNA were actually really sweet together. That scene was a meaningful one. All YUNA wanted to do was to make TIOUS smile. Even with the weight of the world on her shoulders, she just wanted laughter throughout their journey together.
Thank you. Huh? I want my journey to be full of laughter.
Okay.
If we should get separated, just whistle. I'll come running. I promise.
They always had each other's backs, even YUNA when she was the one who was supposed to be protected. And luckily, in the end, they ended up together. Somehow. Number 2. Inquisitor LAVELLAN and SOLAS, Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, so LAVELLAN. This relationship still makes me cry. This is honestly one of the most heartbreaking relationships I have ever witnessed. Out of all the romances that are available in the Dragon Age series, LAVELLAN is my favorite one. This wonderful and tragic romance between an apostate mage and the leader of the Inquisition still breaks my heart to this day. The relationship was filled with fluff and mystery that pulled at my heartstrings.
We try to preserve our culture, and this is what we keep. Relics of a time when we were no better than Tevinter.
Don't say that. For all they got wrong, the Dalish did one thing right. They made you.
This romance was filled with intrigue, mystery, and a lot of sexual tension. Like, a lot of tension. But as time went on and we learned the truth, Solas goes on and breaks Lavellan's heart.
You are so beautiful. And I am sorry. I distracted you from your duty. It will never happen again.
Solas.
Please, Vanan.
Tell me you don't care.
I can't do that.
Tell me I was some casual dalliance so I can call you a cold-hearted son of a bitch and move on.
I'm sorry.
And for what? For a plan that most likely won't end well. All I can hope for now is that BioWare will let me save him so Lavellan and Solas can live happily ever after. Number 1. Max and Chloe, Life is Strange. It's been nearly 2 years since the game ended, but I'm still not over Life is Strange. I don't think I ever cried more than I did with Max and Chloe. Time-traveling gays on a quest to figure out the mysteries of Arcadia Bay, while in all just being a teenager trying to figure out themselves. Max's mission was to keep everyone safe, keep her safe. But it came at great cost. In my canon, Max chose to let Chloe die because I felt it was the right thing to do.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
I know, Max. But we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max. I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield, don't you forget about me. Never.
Accepting their fate and moving forward, I still believe that's the reason why Max got her powers in the first place, to be with Chloe. To spend time with her, make her laugh again, and reconnect after the long years of being apart. The tragedy that they couldn't even be together still hurts me to this day. All I wanted was for them to be happy. Why? This game will always be my number 1, and these two will always be together in my heart. It's gay over Bay, people. Gay over Bay.
No worries. Once you get over yourself, you're gonna make the world bow.
As long as you're there with me.
Don't look so sad. I'm never leaving you.